Debating by deliberating.
When the chief of philosophers, Aristotle, was about to inquire into some very profound subjects, and to establish his theory by proofs, he commenced his treatise with an apology, and requested the reader to attribute the author's inquiries not to presumption, vanity, egotism, or arrogance, as though he were interfering with things of which he had no knowledge, but rather to his zeal and his desire to discover and establish true doctrines, as far as humanly possible. We take the same position, and think that a man, when he commences to speculate, ought not to embark at once on a subject so vast and important. He should previously adapt himself to the study of the several branches of science and knowledge, should most thoroughly refine his moral character and subdue his passions and desires, the offspring of his imagination, when, in addition, he has obtained a knowledge of the true fundamental propositions, a comprehension of the several methods of inference and proof, and the capacity of guarding against fallacies, then he may approach the investigation of this subject. He must, however, not decide any question by the first idea that suggests itself to his mind, or at once direct his thoughts and force them to obtain a knowledge of the Creator, but he must wait modestly and patiently, and advance step by step. From The Guide for the Perplexed by Moses Maimonides.
The Quran tells us how to approach others, and the numerous say verses clearly shows that engagement, discussions, debates, etc. are important in any healthy society. Some key elements to bear in mind are: know the truth and speak with knowledge.
O Messenger, this is the truth from your Lord. So do not be of those who argue in this matter. If anyone argues with you concerning it, after the knowledge has come to you, then say, Come. Let us call upon our children, and your children, and our women and your women, and our people and your people to leave one another alone, knowing that God's condemnation is upon the liars. Bol, to leave alone, let someone hold on to his views, let others do as they will. Erroneously, but commonly, Mubahila, a contest of mutual cursing. This verse has been subjected to much conjecture through Shani Nuzul, the circumstances of a revelation. Some exponents assert that the exalted prophet is being told here to run a cursing contest with some Christians from Najran in southern Arabia.
Speak without ambiguity.
The disposers of inheritance must fear as they would fear injustice done to their own children if left behind. So, be mindful of God and speak clearly and straight to the point.
Healthy engagement.
God knows what is in their hearts. Ignore their attitude, enlighten them and speak to them in plain terms with full understanding of their viewpoints.
Listen to learn.
Indeed, in the history of these men, there is a lesson for people of understanding. As for this revelation, it could not possibly be a hadith, fabricated. It confirms the surviving truth in the previous scriptures, and gives a detailed explanation of everything. And it is a beacon and mercy for all those who accept it. Call to the way of your Lord with wisdom and sound exhortation. Reason with them most decently. Your Lord is best aware of him who strays from his path, and he is best aware of the upright. So, if you have to respond to an attack in argument, respond only to the extent of the attack leveled against you. But to bear with patience is far better for the steadfast. Endure then, with patience, always remembering that it is none but God who gives the strength to endure, O Messenger. Do not grieve over them, nor be distressed by the false arguments they contrive. God is with the upright, and the benefactors of humanity.
Very funny. I know what you're all thinking. My videos have ignored every teaching presented.
And never be arrogant with people. And do not walk haughtily on earth. God does not love any bragging boaster.